last 2 nights at Mata Mata was a real highlight of our trip. It was our first ever close encounter with lions in the Kgalagadi, something we've only ever seen in videos. So our 5th day started with a male and a female walking along the dunes quite far in the distance, but it was particularly beautiful. Little did we know what was coming around the corner.
I think just for the fact that, we had the close encounter with the lions, but it wasn't just that. I mean, these lions were absolutely beautiful. Both the 2 females and the really, really good looking male lion was such a treat.
As we took the turn off at the Dalkeith Loop and we drove a little bit down the road, I had a glimpse in my rear view side mirror to see a very close female lion coming towards the car on the road, which gave me quite a fright. We immediately stopped and watched the female cross the road, followed by another, and when I looked back I saw the male following the 2 females.
Okay, so just before we saw the lions, we saw 1 or 2 cars actually pass us, and they raced off towards the Waterhole, not knowing that the lions were kind of on their way. So it was really nice to actually get a really close up, alone view with the lions. The male carried on towards a bush, and it kind of looked like he had a bit of a thorn in his foot, and he tried to get that out. And he was also, it looked like he was trying to eat grass for whatever reason, or licking the water off the grass. And that was kind of nice. That was kind of a nice photo opportunity for us as well.
So we drove ahead to get in front of the lions, basically to the Waterhole, and parked like everybody else had been parked at the Waterhole by Dalkeith, and slowly watched each female coming towards the Waterhole and walk past. In fact, none of them actually drank, did they?
No, they didn't.
None of them stopped to drink. They were just walking through.
And they clearly had the intentions.
Yeah, they were clearly just squizzing and looking around and just paying attention to the antelope and looking for opportunities. That's what we thought.
They couldn't be bothered with us.
Yeah, they were completely not perturbed by the cars.
Right, so after the Dalkeith Waterhole, we decided to, kind of try and follow the lions.
Well, we wanted to get in front of them.
That's right. Well, they dissipated into the grass, and then I think we've pretty much got some of the best footage we've ever got of lions. And some of the photos that we got with the lions in the grass, walking through the grass directly towards us, was unbelievable.
Especially with the butterflies in the grasslands. I mean, some of my favorite photos I've ever taken is of the male lion with the butterflies on the side. It was really quite an experience.
One of the highlights of this particular sighting was how close this lion got to us. He walked directly towards the window where my daughter was, and I quickly had to roll it up, while Carmen was...
I was still looking through the lens, so it was...
She had no idea how close the lion actually was up until he was right next to the car.
He was scared.
No.
So we watched the three lions cross the road again and go up onto the ridge, watch the sunrise, smelling, looking, sniffing all over the place. And we decided to stop following them at that point because it would have been about 2 hours.
I just think we couldn't have got any better than what we did. I mean, it was absolutely incredible experience.
And by that stage, there were quite a number of cars in line to follow them.
Not quite to the extent of Kruger, but for Kalahari it was quite a bit. So it must have been about just before 7 whereby we saw Josh sprinting towards us, shouting there's a snake at the bathroom. And him saying it was just made me go cold. Knowing that Kaylin was in the showers and she was going to be coming out at any second. So I shouted snake. And the person who was coming out, it wasn't my daughter, quickly jumped back, thank goodness. But geez, I'll tell you, it was really, really, really scary to think of what could happen if one of our kids or somebody had stepped on the snake.
So we all got our cameras and went back to where the snake was and tried to lure it away from the bathrooms down the ramp. and it started making its way to the campsite. So luckily we have had a lot of campers that seem to know what to do. We got our tent poles.
Yes, well, I grabbed a tent pole and I gave it to one of the other campers because I don't want anything to do with the snake.
And they got it in a bin. And yeah, the guy took it all the way, I think, to the gate.
It's quite scary because it's about to go into his tent, into his
It was just under the trailer. Very scary but exciting experience. So our last drive out of Mata Mata the next day, we stopped to visit our 2 eagle owls, the spotted eagle owls, on the side of the road that we had visited every day since we arrived at Mata Mata.
It was just kind of meant to be because these owls were on the ground nearly every single day, and there was a lot of space for us to kind of drive up nice and close and get some nice photos of them.
This particular day, though, the light, the golden light, was perfect.
It was incredible.
And then to get the shots of these owls shaking off some dust was probably one of those bucket list moments. I've seen these pictures.
Yeah, it's probably one of the best photos we were able to get of an owl ever.
I mean, we've seen them on, these wonderful groups, Kgalagadi sightings and photography, and it's incredible what it feels like when you actually know that you've got the shot. It's a good feeling.
It is. And once again, we had another incredible sighting of Cheetah at Sitas with some beautiful lights. We kind of just sound like a stuck record just talking about this light every single morning. But I mean, we were truly blessed with some really, really golden opportunities. Sighting wise, photography wise, video wise. I mean, we had some really nice experiences.
It was a lot of fun. For me, that was the best shots I've ever got of a cheetah. Because of the light, but also it was just right next to us and really up close, which was such a treat.
And not super crowded, so we had a lot of alone time with them.
Yeah.
So a little earlier on at Mata Mata, we heard of the 4 brothers, Cheetah brothers, who were in the area, and the cheetahs that we pretty much saw. We're
always alone.
We're always alone. So we were kind of, is this one of the brothers? Were these one of the brothers? And no, it wasn't. It was completely different. I mean, we saw these brothers, they weren't too close to us, but
it was past 13th on our way to Rivieren.
But yeah, we didn't get really good photography of these guys, nor did we get great video footage.
They were far on the mount. They were on the dunes,
but it's still fantastic to see. Okay, so after an incredible 6 nights at Mata Mata, exploring the Mata area. It was time for us to make our way back down to Rivieren, which we were super looking forward to. A bit of change of scenery and just something a little bit different.
We'll see you next time.
Ciao.